Welcome or welcome back. Thanks for joining. Here we are back on Elmcreek. We're gonna get this done. We're almost there. We're almost there. So we just finished off last episode there. We finally got this all fully installed, so that's ready to rock and roll. We got some details that we're going to be putting in around the yard. Make sure that that looks all nice and pretty. We're going to put in our construction yard right there. We are going to tidy up, or I just add some details. Oh, good lord, hiccups and burps are starting already. So we're going to add some little details around the backside here just to make it look like a little bit more lived in. And as you can see, actually, it looks like I lucked out that I didn't continue. I didn't finish the painting here of the gravel, but that works out from the pictures of 22 of our farm in 22 there. It looks like that's about where the grass spot is. Now, unfortunately, this is still this. I did try to do some testing that because the way there's kind of no way to do it. Okay, there's a way to fix this ourselves, but the way to do it would be to eliminate the basement because the way that the building placement works is that it goes off of the center. So if we go up to the edge, it kind of pops up, but it's when you get to the center area of the building, that's when it hits the hits something and then it pops up. So if we were to eliminate this and then we were just to level the edges here, which I tried to do. And I will say it looks fantastic if we could just get the building to pop up to be level with it. Now, the downside to it is in order to do that, we would have to raise the ground here to wherever the I guess the marker or the impact zone, or I don't know how. I'm not a modder. I'm not a computer person, so I don't know whatever where the reaction spot is, right? Where that little zero or circle is. So if we could raise the ground to make it level with this, we could do it. The downside is that that means that there's going to be a pillar of ground in the basement, so which makes the basement useless. So again, it's not horrible. It's not bad. I mean, it's not completely unusable, but we can work around it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to try some stuff with maybe like some grass and bushes and see if we can kind of maybe fill it in, kind of make it up pretty. So got a lot of stuff in store, but first and foremost, what we need to do is we need to get ourselves a plow because we are going to, I want to be finishing everything on this area. So that includes the fields. So we just need a little tiny plow. This 85 horsepower one is all we need. It's just a small one because it's just detail work. That's all we're going to be doing. So, and then 85 horsepower, well, we don't need a big old John Deere that we got. So we can just grab, what do we got for 85 horsepower to do to, 170. Oh yeah, we're already over 85. A Zeter, a Fent, that's the small one. A case, that's 117. Sure. Let's try that one. Okay, done. All right, so front ladder, no, we don't need anything like that. All right, so let's just get this hooked up because we're gonna get that over to the farm, and we're gonna worry about that later. Right now, or like right now, we're gonna be worrying about some details. So now here you're right there. Oh no, that's right. Oh, we're not in 25. So we're gonna click on you, set destination, and I want you in the driveway right there, pointing down, please. Thank yous. Thank yous. And I think we're good. Okay, so from here, now again, we haven't added any mods, so we're doing good there. We're like, again, I've been looking through the mods and I haven't found the actual sewer culvert right here. So we can do everything for the most part. It looks like we can pretty much do everything but that. So I've been keeping an eye on it. And my last peruse through all the other decoration mods that we have loaded up in 22 or 25, excuse me, is it doesn't have the culvert. So let's just get right into it here. So we didn't finish the painting here. I didn't do any of the detail stuff. So we're just going to grab our gravel. We're going to fill that in. And again, this is where we're just bringing it in, getting rid of the asphalt. We don't need any of the asphalt right here, especially. We can, even on the other side, I wouldn't even really be worrying about it just because, again, like I'm trying to get it as close to the original as possible. So that being said, I know that especially when it comes to this warehouse, I know that there is going to be some discrepancies that we have. There's going to be some stuff that's not going to be an exact match. But what I'm going for, so I've been doing some thinkings. And what my thought is what we're going to do is I want to try to, like I said, I want to try to visually keep it as close to the original as possible. And try to start there, right? And then once we get it as visually close, then we can start looking at operations and how things work and all that sort of stuff. And then once we get that stuff down pat, then we can worry about, like, okay, what works, what doesn't work. If it doesn't work, okay, can we switch it out? Can we swap it out, or do we just have to change it? So that's where it's like, in, prime example is this warehouse where do we have issues with it? Possibly. Is it exactly what we wanted? No. But is it going to work for what we're doing? 100%. Now, is there better out there? Definitely, right? Now, it all depends on what your application is. So if your application is a certain style, I should say, maybe, then you might be finding another option is a little bit easier or better for you to use, for us to use, right? So again, I have so many ideas and so many thoughts. So I'm thinking if we can get it done, we want to be decorations here. So if we can get it done quick enough, I should say, like, because I'm trying to hustle. I'm so trying to hustle. So if we can get it done quick enough, then my thought is maybe I'd love to run it after, right? I don't want to. I mean, I've already spent the 1,800 hours into the. You know what? Here, let's just go all the way to the bottom of the construction first. And then we can bring that out. So yeah, so I don't want to be playing it to where we got it, because I just do not have time for that. However, once we get it to where it was, I would definitely like to actually play it. Is the construction stuff here? I would definitely love to actually play it and then see how things work. So if we could, that'd be fantastic. Fantastic. The only downsides are so many decorations. Now we don't have all the decoration mods in here, so that's kind of the good thing. The downside is there are some decoration mods. Oh, you know what? Let's try it while we're right here. Rebel, what do you got? Rebel 1 and Rebel 2. So that, I think we were kind of pushing right around here. I'm going to find it where it doesn't really. So we're going to use no. So right now our free mode's off. So we're going to put that down. Oh, yeah. See how it pops up like that? So let's remove that. Yeah. Okay. So what about this one? So maybe what we can do, so in a situation like this, because on that one, that's why it's suited, because we brought the ground up a bit to make for the, we brought the ground up a bit to make for the culvert. So what we can do is we're going to put a little bit of a level there. Oh yeah, just a quick little dab of a level. And then we're going to get back here. Let's go back down to our Rebel. There were Rebels was close to the top, I do believe. Yep. Nope, not that one. Oh, there it is. Yeah. So that's like the cleaner of the Rebel. That's okay. So can we sneak it in? Oh, right about there. That looks more gooder. So we can try right about there. So this one, we're going to go free mode on now. And we're just going to pop that down right there. Oh, yeah, I think that looks good right there. And that kind of blends in a bit. Nice. Okay, and then from here, there it is right there. So we had this thing. And then that was sitting right about... free mode's on this one because, yeah, we're getting close to the other object. So free mode's on this one. And then we're sitting, I think it was about there. So we'll see about there, right there. Got the wheel in the rubble a bit. Yeah, say it's supporting it. Now, we did have, okay, so from here, I do believe we want, okay, well, it's kind of one of those things where I'm just going to slowly go through this decoration thing, and kind of as I see stuff that we had, it's kind of one of those, I mean, it's all slowly coming back to me, but for the most part, I am no, well, that's, no, that's not the one. Okay, we might still have, because that's the other thing too, that's we have the same decoration packs, but what I've already noticed, a perfect example is the sewer culvert, is that we don't have a sewer culvert. So there are some decorations, I think, that have been omitted. I may be wrong, but what do we got here? We got some concrete, cinder blocks. And the good thing, if it's really small and you can't see it, you just go up to a building. That's what I like to do too. So you go up to a building, and then you can bring it right close to the camera. The only downside is when you want to pick something else, you got to move off to another spot. But I'm thinking, oh, we're into vehicles now. Okay, so then we need the outhouse. Outhouse and the generator, I do believe, were the very, very top. Were they not? Oh, now we're getting into 25 deco. Oh, maybe. Yeah, others maybe. Okay. So we don't have, looking like we don't have the big yellow. That's okay. That's okay. Oh, and yeah, back to decoration. So this one, okay, so this is where we're going to do a little bit improvising because we don't have certain things, but I think we can still do similar because I do believe there still is an outhouse. Pretty sure I put one in 25. Yes, I did. Yeah, I've got that little wooden thing. Yeah, there's a little wooden outhouse. So that's definitely in here. You got to find it. That's one thing. Just scrolling through. I do apologize. I wish they did have a better filter, but that's okay. We make do with what we got. And I am not seeing that there. Oh, no. We don't have that little generator. Oh, but that... we could use that toolbox generator. That could be an option. Where is the outhouse? Oh, I think we're getting close. Yeah, there it is. Oh, so we got a newer-ish. Again, let's bring this up. So that's kind of the newer looking one. And then I think this is the tattered looking one. Oh, yeah, just a little bit more tattered. That's okay. We can use it. We can use it. So that we can put right about, I'd say we're good right about free mode's on. And right there, maybe? Perfect. Okay, so it's not overhanging, not doing anything there. That's nice. That's nice. And then now we should have, I thought we had the stacks of pallets. You go up and down enough, then eventually you're going to remember, that's for sure. But, and then that's the thing too, is where you are. It's like, do we go up or do we go down? Was that pallet? Nope, that was mattress. Okay. And now we're not getting, old furniture. Nope, we're good there. I think we're good there. Okay, so what about? Yeah, see again. I'm pretty sure the generator was in one of these decoration packs in 22. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we've got omitted stuff, but that's okay. So now for wrong button. So this one we want fencing because I do believe the other construction stuff is down at the bottom of the fencing. And there it is. So this one, we're gonna go. Let's see. I think it was about kind of midway, right about there. And, that's a little wider than we had. Oh, you know what? That's not so bad, maybe. Okay, so let's try that. And that's all we get there. And then we have. So again, we don't have exact copies, but we can definitely get super close here. So that was like one in the middle. So we had one going. We got to be the right way. So we're going to go from here. So we go this side. There we go. Boom. Wow, you got to go. Oh, wow. What in the world? Okay, let's go. Okay. Interesting. Oop, keep us. Okay, this is. So we want ender demolition. There we go. Okay, so we don't have. What about these ones? These ones might be a little bit. Ooh, there we go. That's more good. I like that. Yeah, that's the style I'm looking for. And so not exact. Again, it's not exact same, but we can still use it. So then it goes from there, and then we can maybe put like that. Boom. Okay, so that side's all covered. That's good there. This guy's there, and then we can actually probably, because again, we just had the orange ones on this side, so it's not going to be an exact, but put that there, and then we can put, let's say we put that like, oh, you know what? Let's bring it in a little more. Yeah, right there. Yeah, I like it. There we go there. So, and then again, we still have enough room. So if those culverts do come out, or if I find them, because like I said, I'm not 100% sure. I'm trying to do the memory thing, because now that we're up. Okay, it's a good thing I checked. So we did find some things. Where are we here? So the first thing it's similar. It's not exact, but it is similar. So we can definitely use that. That is the where is it? The decorative objects pack. So that would be down at the D. Oh, there it is, right there. So this is the decorative objects pack. This is by AgrarKadabra, and that one is going to have a culvert that we have. But we also picked up the farm decoration pack, or sorry, decorative packs for productions, and that is by Piersi. Sorry, excuse me. I should, or sorry. And then we did pick up the farm decoration pack. What else did we pick up? We also got the big decorate. No, we already had that in the first episode. So farm decoration pack. That is. Oh, did we miss it? Yes, we did. Right there. Okay, farm decoration pack, and that is by TakerLS. So those things have some stuff that, when I was looking around, I was like, we can definitely use those around the farm, and they do have some pallet stacks as well, which is nice because especially the decorative packs for production, because in 22, what I ended up having to do is they only had a one stack one single, I think it was like a 5 or 6 stack, and then they had a single, like just a single pallet. So if you wanted anything varying, then what you had to do is you had to spend the X amount of slots to stack up X amount of pallets, however many times you want. But it's looking like for the farm decoration pack, or sorry, the decoration pack for productions, excuse me, that one, it actually has varying stacks. So let's just peruse on down because, yeah, it should be a full list of pallets and what have you. It should be, hopefully. This is a new one for me. We just downloaded this one now, so I don't know if it could be in this or it could be in other. Oh, unless it's a. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. Decoration pack for. That was. I think it was decorative objects pack 150. Hold on. Where was it? Nope. No, we're getting into playgrounds. I think yeah, we're in the decorative objects pack. It was just a small little thingies. Where was it? Oh, well, okay. Well, we'll get back to that. But here we go. So here is the different palette size. So it looks like, yeah, so we got single, and it looks like, so we go R3 customize, one. Ooh, you do the, ooh, okay. Oh, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, just full. Okay. Neato. Okay, so that's cool. And then you have the different varying, right? So we can have some aged palettes. Oh yeah, neato. So right here, why not? Because we did have, I think, just double check the picture here because I do. I had to go get some reference pictures. Yes. So sorry. This one we're gonna do semi-aged. I think it looked like that's what we had there, and we did have just a little stack. Yeah, something like that. Here we go. And then we're gonna kind of twist these and free mode. Boom, just like that. That's good. Yeah, now that's okay that it's kind of like glitched in there because what we can do is we can use the grass. We'll touch up a little bit of the grass to bring that up there, so that's no problem. And then again with the culvert, there's the decorative objects pack. There was this thing that we can definitely use. This is a very good viable possibility, especially. This could work. This could work really well, actually. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's because it was a toss up between that and then there was a newer looking one. Decorative objects pack. Was it up here? I don't remember it being up here. Was it a different decorative objects pack? Oh, there it is. There we go. Oh yeah. So this one. So this is where, again, it's new construction, right? So I kind of feel like this would be the better one to do. So then if we were to do that, but the other aged one does look good though. Maybe we can make it look like we're removing. Oh yeah, how about we do that? Let's go get this one because if we pop it up, it looks like. Let's see here. Let's get there, and then yeah, it's like for the edges, it's like it's got a no edge on one, but then it's got the edge on the other. So we could actually, what we could do is we could double that up. Even well, it looks like for this we would probably have to quadruple possibly. So the down, this is where you got to watch out because you can see how the ground varies. So what we have to do, so we do know, so decoration object 156. Okay, remember that, and we're like we neared it down the bottom. Okay, so we're gonna grab our level first. We're gonna go down a little bit if we can, and we're gonna start. We want low. We want to go on the lower end, and then what we want to do is we want to try to go just straight up. So we're going to go right about, we want to extend it out a bit from the road. And then we're just going to go straight up and follow that dirt. That's the main thing is we're just going to follow that dirt. And then now, because of that darn tree, I'm just going to push my right stick a little bit while holding and see if we can just kind of move the camera while moving the cursor. Yeah, see. Oh, yep. Okay, so let's just try something here. So that didn't work because it could be too that we're too close to the tree. So we're gonna get back to our level. We're gonna get our known good-ish. Oh, we're a little close. That's okay. That's okay. We did move a little bit, but that's okay because we are going to be touching that up. Okay, so that little bit of ground isn't moving. That's okay. We can work with that. So back to our decoration. And then we're going to get down to here, and we're going to get 156. Okay, so all the way down. Because what we're going to do is we're going to see if we can line it up to try to get the two ends. And if we can get like one end on one side and then the other end on the other, and then we try to see if we can get the thing to line up. Okay, but this is where, yeah, see how it's popping up when it does that? So what we could do is we can actually start our level from, if we can't work with it or work against it, let's work with it. So if we hold our level there and then we kind of go back out. Oh, pop. Okay. Oh yeah, it's definitely, that's okay. We can work with this, I think. Ooh, it's ugly. That's ugly a bit. That's okay. We can get, let's try again here. So let's get right about there, maybe. Oh, it is a little bit hot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. And then right about there. Okay. So now what we can do, let's try decorations all the way down to the bottom again. Okay, so we can get this in. Oof, man. I do apologize for taking so long. I try to go as quick as I can, but again, I'm trying to show you absolutely everything so you know we know what to do and how to do it, right? Like, I want to be able to watch the video and have you able to build this on your own if you want, right? Okay, so the end is where our cursor is. So if we kind of, yeah, so it dips and deedles. So if we go, let's say, yeah, we can't get our camera in. Now we don't want to snap. That's where, this is where, because, well, it all depends on the line, right? Because see how it's popping this way, but when, okay, well, let's try it. So overlap, we don't care about the overlap. So we want to try right in the center. Let's try right about there. Yeah, see which way. Okay, let's, because that's going to take us. Okay, so hold on. That should be a good line right there. And then we'll go right about there. So free mode's on. Boom. Okay, so now this is where, aha. Okay, you can see if we can just sneak it in. Okay, so take free mode, or, we were snapping there. So now let's see if we can just add, this is where, so close. I bumped. Okay, let's try there. Boom. Oh, that looks pretty good. Oh, just a little bit of a bump. That's okay. A little bit. I think we can handle that. Again, we can't really see so well. So now we're gonna go here. Oh, that looks close. Put it there. Maybe. So then now we want our end, right? So now we want to see if we could swing it around because we've got our definite good level. So now here's a good spot where we see if we can sneak it in. Because we can go as far out as we can. there. Let's try that. Yeah, and then now what we do, so it should, ooh. So it starts to dip there. So now we just back it out. Oh, this is where, I don't, oh, right there. Okay. I don't like that, though. That does pop up a bit. Hey, you know what? Maybe that's why we're doing construction. Hey, the imperfections are the perfections. All right, let's take a look at it here. So this is obviously definitely. This is how I just immediately my eye goes to that. I actually kind of like it. Yeah, this is why because we have. I mean, it does. Yeah, like I mean, you really got to get into it to kind of see that it's not really there. But I think this is kind of nice there. I like it. And then when we got here, okay. Now, yeah, if I could just extend it a little further, but that's okay because what we could do, we could make it like so from here. This is where so this is where we play with the leveling. So what we want to do now is go back to our level. And we want to get level right here, and we just we want to raise. So we want to raise it up just I wish our cursor could go one smaller here. Will it let us raise it? We're holding the X and nothing's happening. So okay. Yeah, so it's not letting us raise it directly beside. Good lord. Okay, there we go. Gonna put that down there. What about lower? Yeah, let's there you go, lower that. And oh yeah, we got some issues there. So then now we're gonna go to our soften. And then we're just gonna there we go. And hey, it's like nothing ever happened. Okay, now in order now with this station, I kind of feel like this is a good spot where we've exposed it. Yeah, see, I would love to bury it in there. Because in 22, with the one culvert, I know we were able to bring it right up around it. So, interesting. So, instead of raise, what if we do level? Level do anything? No. What do you mean? Oh God! How about we intensify? No. Yeah, that's not level there. Yeah, that just kind of dropped it down a bit. No. Oh, you did not go. Okay, hold on. Let's try this again. How about you? Set destination. I did not even. Oh, it didn't even click. So now we're gonna go. Yeah, so you're working. You should be good. Okay. All right, back at it. So that is ready to rock and roll. That is good there. And then now I think the list will be just because we can't level, right? So because we can't level now, unfortunately, we can't really do very much in that end where we can like bring it up. But what we can do is we can definitely put in some stuff and kind of make it look like if getting some construction done around it. We can even paint up a little bit in here and get rid of some of this. Make it look like we've been digging and pushing up in there. And then we just kind of work it around, right? So now it's just a matter of whatever floats your boat and you feel it works for you. Like again, we can put in some more decoration, but I think that's good. We can return our palettes too if we want. Let's just go back there to decorations and down way down at the bottom there. But again, it's artist's discretion, right? So this is where you can feel it out and kind of see what works for you or whatever feels out for you and kind of play with it, right? So that's the great thing about this is there's no wrong way of doing it, and it's just a matter of if you take the time with some of the placements. And the big thing is the placements I find are the biggest issue sometimes is just like having issues of when I place something doesn't go right. When I place something, something goes wonky on me, and then everything just goes, and then now you're just left with a mess, right? So this is where great thing is, save, save before you do major stuff. But by all means, it's also one of those like there's no wrong way, right? So. Okay, so that's there. We can fill up the grass there, a little touch there. We'll put our little bit of gravel there, or you know what we can do? Let's just put a little bit of, there we go. A little dirt there. Okay. A little construction site there. We can even go so far as to put a couple things on. I think we had a toolbox on top of that. So, all right. So that's that. That's good to go. So I think we're good to go. I mean, I like it. I think that's a good spot. And again, we got to move forward. This is where I got to remind myself to not spend too much time, because this is where I can spend hours and hours just staring in. Oh, this little spot. Oh, we'll put a little bit of grass here. We'll put a little bush there. So, okay, it's done. Major, we're done. Okay, let's move on. Moving on. Save it up. We like it. We're going to move forward. So now, again, we've saved it. So moving forward, we can go slap down something, whatever we want. And if it goes all wonky, then it's fine. So while we're here, we're right here. So I did want to put just a couple little things, nothing too crazy. We did do the one shed. I think it was this one right here. Yep, that one right there. We're gonna snap it, and I just want to tuck it up right in the corner here. Boom. And we did the free modes. There we go. So then now we got that in there, and we didn't do the free mode. Haha. Okay. We didn't do the free mode because we still have the paint there, and that means that we're gonna have little bumpies. So we're going to not raise or lower. We're just going to soften, do a little bit of softening around the edges here. And the good thing is we don't have to do too much. And then we're just going to grab our grass paint first. And then going to go around and just kind of paint it in here. Don't want to go too nuts and overlap our bushes. I'm hoping we don't. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, these ones are going to go, though. Yeah. Oh, that one didn't. Nice. May go with the grass, though. Grass has to go, and then there we go. So from here, we're just going to slap down some, we're going to say medium would probably build up in the back. So we'll do some medium in the back here. But yeah, but you go. So then that, and then we're going to run the medium up the side. Same thing for this side, a little bit of medium there. I'm going to run that around, and then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our super short. And then the super short we can put right about there. We can put a little spot there, a little spot right there working its way in, a little bit of spot there. And then we still have that paint there, but that's, you know what? I think we can use the gravel, because the gravel, easily we can say that the gravel would just slowly, rain, that sort of stuff, right? So back to gravel right there, circles. Just a game changer having these circles. All right, so then that, and then we get a nice little one. The gravel just kind of works. All right, I guess that bush did not want to be there. So that's okay. We're just going to put a little slap down of, there you go, work the gravel in there, a little bit in there. All right, so now go to plants, little one, I think. This is a little one there. Nope, that is not a little one. How about this one? Just being stubborn. Okay, well, grass it is then. So let's just do some small, because we got the thing right there and a little bit of grass right there. Perfect. And then we can get rid of that big bush. Boom and boom. All right, there we go. There we go. So again, we had loading doors in the back. So I kind of set it up in the sense of having like little barbecue area for the employees and that sort of thing, but we don't have that. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to just do a little spot right there for, employee parking and what have you, because I think in this area we could, again, I don't want to spend too much time, right? So this, and again, artist's discretion, right? So we can even, we have a bundle of wood, we can, stick a bundle of wood right there. It looks like it's just been sitting there over time. We're going to make sure our free mode is on. Free mode still will take away the grass, though. And we can kind of like angle it a bit, because, life is not perfect. But, that didn't take away the grass. Look at that. Look at that. Learning new things all the time. Okay. So again, just, as whatever floats your boat. Whatever floats your boat. Speaking of boats. And whatever you think is good. Now, it all depends on what you're feeling as well, too. Like over here, we do have a door there, and then we do have a door right there. But we do have our loading area here, but we have our manual loading area here. So with that being said, what we're going to do is we're just going to pop up the bars, just so we know where not to paint, because I still want to have it accessible just in case. But until then, we're just going to make sure. So right there, hit O, There we go. Oh, I forgot all my stuff on. I am sorry about that. Help window, internet, boom. There we go. Okay, seriously. All right, so then that's going to be up there. So now we know we're not to paint there. And then what I'd like to do, because we do have this little back area, but again, when it came to what we had before, that back area, let me tell you, we did not, we did not use it at all. Very, very, very rarely used it. So what we're going to do, again, when it comes to the road making, we're just going to pop in little spot. Now this is where we need to find our lines. So yeah, so the line's about there. So we can go a straight line about there, kind of pop it in. Oop, there we go. And then what we can do is from here, we'll grab down. Again, when it comes to the roads, I do like to, because I'm learning with 25, I do like to put the short grass, just the short grass in the middle, just because I just find that medium to long is just, it just seems, I don't know, seems weird to me for if it's going to be a consistent road. Right now this isn't a consistent road, so it could warrant the top, but I mean we still did use it here and there. So, and now again the road tracks are wide, so this is where I will kind of come in and just kind of fill them in a little bit and just kind of make it seem where it's kind of worked its way over, like the kind of overgrown ish, work your way in. Yeah, see, and then this is where the lines, right? So this is where an odd line where it doesn't like to do that. So we're just going to paint some grass there, and then same thing, we want to extend out, give some leeway to the fence. So we don't want to be going too close. There we go. That's okay. Great. Yeah, we can fill that in right there, and then a little spot for them to turn, so it might get worn. And then we go back to our grass. Now the grass, it's kind of your, again, artist discretion. So I kind of switch between the medium and the short for the sides of the road, but and then when it comes to then working our way off the road, then I'll put in some long. But I've slowly over time, as I've been doing this, and especially in 25, especially on Riverbend there, for where we're for our working that away, and as I've been decorating and painting and putting stuff in, I've noticed that it's basically I like the looks of that medium to long on the edges, and then we can kind of work it, have little spots of long here and there. You just kind of tap it in, right? And again, just use your cursor kind of like as a brush, right? So you just kind of randomly pop things in, pop it up. A little bit of long stuff here, it'd be super long in the backside in the corner here because we wouldn't be back there cutting it. Well, if we have our trimmer. So that's in there. So nothing too crazy, right? And again, I don't want to be going too crazy with the decorations. Like and it's not perfect because it's not exactly what we have, but you get the gist, right? So already, I feel like already that end is good. So we're good there. And then that road is like good there. So it kind of works its way out, right? So then from here, now it wouldn't necessarily be, it would almost be a road that kind of comes around this way, because what I was thinking is actually having almost like an employee, stop it, to have kind of like an employee parking, so to speak. Yeah, because we're in the zone. Yeah, there we go. So now from here, again, this is where we're just going to find a line. So right about there, a little bit bigger. Okay, so they're there, kind of put a line in there. Now this is where, it doesn't have to be perfect, right? We're just gonna work that in, and then from here, same thing, work that in, and then we're gonna put a little bit of gravel right about there. I think that's better, and then you back out. Now, like when it comes to, this is different too, right? Because in 22, the warehouse that we had, there was actually, it looked like an employee, like an office area. So it was kind of nice in that regard, because we actually had it where it looked like we had multiple employees. But in this regard, what we're going to do is we're just going to keep it down to like only like a car or two, right? Because we don't want to be having like, I mean, technically we really wouldn't be having too many employees, so to speak, in a building like this, maybe like one or two. Whereas the other one, it was definitely more so. It's one of those ones where, oh yeah, it looked like, and for everything going on, it looked like it was a working warehouse. So a distribution center, so I should say, right? So there we go, a couple little spots like that in there, and then what we can do is go down to decos. And decos, I know the vehicles are way down at the bottom, and again, we don't want to be going too crazy, too full ham. I just like to have like maybe one. Well, I think we're going to put one and then have another, obvious spot that's available. And then again, just kind of feel it out, right? So from here all the way down, an employee vehicle. It's we already have the vehicle. I already got. Oh, got a Bronco? No. All right. So, oh yeah, there we go. That's what we need. We need to get that Mustang. There we go. Or the whatever the Rage. All right. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Just rando. Let's just get okay. Let's get this one right here. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So then this can go right about there. Okay, so maybe a little bit big. So there we can leave the center. Oh darn it! I did not put free mode on. Okay. One moment. We can real quick here. Brain fart. Here we go. So after 2. Actually, we can actually make this go a little bit smaller. We can put this right in like that. And there we go. Super quick. Boom, boom, boom. That. Let's see if we can cut this. Yeah, see, that's the smallest it'll go. Okay, well, what we can do actually, because I totally forgot to, is we'll put just the splotches, just the little splotches of. There we go. There. Oof. There you go. Not so bad. Not so bad. I think that we went a little bit too ham on that one, so we are just going to touch that up real quick. Quick, Major. Come on. Here you go. There you go. Kind of clean that up a bit. Oh, all right. Don't matter. All right. So, because there's going to be a car over it. Decoration. Okay. So then once we got that down, again, you can just kind of work your way around, right? So work our way around there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get over and put, because we got a couple small little touches all the way down here. So it doesn't matter what random. There we go. That's the one we landed on. That's the one we're going to do. So free mode, Major. So free mode. Excellent. And then I nobody ever. There we go. That looks good. That little bit of grass. Yeah, a little bit of grass. Okay, so we'll put some medium there then. Awesome. Okay, so that's done there. That's good to go. And then we just worked it a little bit there. Now we can keep working it in, just kind of cut like little splotches of grass here and there. I would like to do this with like these areas as well, not full on, but just kind of touch it up a bit. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do that off camera. I've shown you how we do it. You see me just do it a couple times here, so I think we're over that. If we're not, by all means, let me know in the comments if you want to see me go through each and every one. But I think for this part, I'm gonna do that stuff off camera. And then this we've left alone. So again, we're not going to do anything with it just until we see exactly how the pallets come out and how things work when it comes to that, because what I'd like to do is decorate it as the pallets come out, as opposed to now over here. This is the one I do want to try real quick to see if we can. Oh, forgot my rule. Hold on. Save. Yes. Okay. Saved up. We are good to go. All right. So now, real quick here, Major. And again, where's that employees just not like, okay, whatever. We'll deal with that later. So now over here is where we did have all of the grass. So we're going to just paint that in. This is where we can go big. Yeah. So this goes right up to here. And then we went out because there was a bush and a tree about there. And then we can repaint the gravel there. That's okay. Paint that up there. Okay, and then we're gonna have our stop it, Major. I'm rushing myself. I know. I'm sorry. So we want our long definitely in the corners here, right on our edges. We're gonna get that in there. Oh yeah, and then we'll deal with that in a second. So I just want to slap this down, and then we're gonna grab our medium. And then this is where I'll kind of do the majority of this medium, and then it's the whole around the edges is where I'll slop in the short, and then maybe just little touches here and there of the short, and maybe touches here and there of the long, but it's kind of spotty, right? So get that all in like that. Oh, and the camera pops, so God knows where that just landed. We'll find it later, right? We'll find it later. That's one thing I do dislike. So I try to, the minute that camera pops, I try to let go, but I totally missed that one. So yeah, all right. Okay, so let's we get the grass. See, I know we can't put bushes, so to speak, around there. Maybe. Well, okay. Let's just see. So if we get the long, kind of fill that right in. Fill her in, boy. Fill her in. Okay. So at a glance, it does help. Oh yeah, it definitely helps. This looks like we got some major drainage and runoff problems. And then we can just kind of touch this up a bit. And then this same thing. This is where tough because entrances, right? So entrances, we definitely can't do this unless we just say that we've abandoned the building. Yeah, see, it's if we get. So again, I'm like for console access. Unfortunately, when it comes to placement, I have ideas. Oh boy, I got ideas. I got ideas of how I could fix it. But in order to fix it visually, what's going to end up happening is the basement's going to become useless. Which now that I'm talking to y'all about it, I'm just thinking like that could be a viable option. I mean, we never used it really, right? We never used that basement area, so I mean, I wanted to. I wanted to. I kept trying to think of what we could do, but unfortunately, when it came to being on the console and having that slot count, having the slot count limitation, that unfortunately, obviously, limited us. That we couldn't. I couldn't pilot because initially I actually thought with a little short forklift, I thought that would be a great little, cold storage or something like that. And then unfortunately, just the way, because of my ambitions and having everything going the way that we wanted it to go, it wasn't viable. So that's not so bad. That's not so bad. We kind of filled that in a bit. And then what we can do is we are just going to get rid. Okay, okay, whatever. Oh, we're probably soaking up my oil. Yeah, let's just see. Did that? Finances. What do we got? Wage payment. $285. Okay. $285 to sit there. Oh, hey, oh yeah, testing. That's where I left you. Oh god. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah. Okay. Well, that's the reset. Oh, right there. All right. I'll deal with you later, Tim. Good lordis. Good lordis. Turn you off. Turn you off. Okay. Ooh, vey. All right. So back at it. So that's done. That's done. We could do now. When it comes to the picture, there it was. I had a couple trees. So what we did was, because we're getting close to the end here. Now, what I'm like to do, because what time is it? Oh my God. Okay, yeah, we got to get this hustling. All right. So I do apologize here. I'm trying to go as quick as I can. So on the one picture there, it's showing here that it was a tree and a bush. So there was definitely one of the bigger bushes right in the corner. That would be, I think it looked like more of, oh yeah, again, we are very limited. Oh, no, not trees. I'm bushes. We want a bigger one. I think it was something like this. Come out. Come out. There we go. I think it was. Yeah, that was very similar. We can put one out here too. Maybe. Ah, sweet. Right down. Right down. Okay, and then we can actually toss in a little bit of long grass. We're going to do medium. Medium. Oh, stop popping. Stop popping. Oh, and then we do a little medium and don't. Yeah, there we go. No, easy. Perfect. Yeah, sweet. Sweet. And then when it comes to that tree, that was what was it? That was I can kind of see it was almost like from the picture, I think it was like a massive downy serviceberry. Large downy. Yeah. It was a massive serviceberry. Okay. So we can put that one. That was right about there. Perfect. Oh, Oh, starting to feel like home already. Okay, you know what? I like it. I like it because we can move on from there. There was a couple bushes around there, but I can put that in later. We can paint that in later. Okay, two things. So two things left. Okay, we got that one bush, one trail, and it was right there. So what we did, okay, so what did we did? Because we had that person walking. Yep. They still have that going. So we had. I don't believe it was a tree. It was a bush. It was. Let's just try this one. Nope. I think it was a. Yeah, it was definitely bigger than that one. That one. Oh. It looked fuller than that. It looks fuller than that. What about this? No, those are babies. Oh, remember that. Okay. I think we're getting. Oh, it's like, do we have one bigger? We do have a one bigger version. No, we have a smaller version. You know what? I think it might be this one. Yeah. Okay, so this one, what we did is we had two. No, it looked like. Oh, actually, it does. Now that I've done, yeah. Now that there's two there, yeah, that totally looks like there's two. Okay, so now we can grab our grass because it's the long grass out here, which I know it won't matter in a minute here, but that's okay. So we can just put the medium down. But okay, so put that there, and then we zip over to our fences. We want the white. We need the white picket. Where's the white picket? Sweet. So 1, 2, 3 segments in one segment. Okay, so we are gonna go right about her. Nope, back up a little right there. There we go. So there's one. I went like a so, and then the three were straight, eh? Oh, because the road was okay. So that's okay. So we can oh, you know what? This actually I think is gonna look a little bit better. Okay, so then we can do two that way and try to keep them even. So one thing I don't like, it goes like the farthest one is a little bit out further, but so eyeball that. We're gonna eyeball that. And we're gonna eyeball that and say, sure, why not? Right there. Okay. Oh, sweet. Excellent. And then what we did is because we just did the one fence, and we treated this at the beginning because we hadn't moved all the way back here yet. So eventually we did kind of the same thing, got bigger scale for that for imagination. And for what we did at the beginning is I treated this as like our bunkhouse. Yeah, that's a lot of weeds. Okay, so what I did was we just continued the white picket, and if I remember correctly, I was able to just get it like. So we're gonna try to get it. Oh, so close. Okay, hold on. You can see how it kind of. Oh, almost. So, and then just over a bit. Oh, over too far. Oh, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, so then this one. Now, this one was a bit of a turn, though. So it would kind of, yeah. So this was just kind of, we worked it down along. So we just kind of did little segments. Let's just say, where does it turn? It turns right about there. So we'll start right there. We'll get about there, maybe. And then we go like about there, maybe. Excellent. Then we'll go there. And let's say, actually, like this. And then we do a little one, like a so, like a little turn. And then we come around. I think it's going to go, it goes right to the edge, doesn't it? Ah, yes, it does have that little jet out. Excellent. So this one, yep, we're going to get right to about here. And then we want one little jet out right about there. Perfect. So then now what I want to see is we are just going to check here real quick. Might as well get this a lot quicker than running. Just check that out because yeah, it kind of ties it in. So then the way that I worked it was almost acted like a bunkhouse, and then we had that there right there, and then now can we find it? Can we find the double? There it is. There it is right there. So, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. I'm so glad I just picked that, kept going because I don't think that's going to get any better than that. So that's done there. And then last but not least, because we have that. We're okay. You know what? We're staring you right in the face, Major. So we're going to grab our gravel. And we're just going to paint this in right here like a swoosh. Fill that in right there. And then we're going to go biggies right there. Okay, so this is going to come all the way down around here. Fill that in. Fill that in. Excellent, excellent. Okay, so that's done there. That's done there. And then last but not least, because I'm sorry, we're getting close here. We're getting to the edge here. So we will get to the field, the actual field work with the plow. You obviously know what's going to happen. But here, what I just wanted to touch on was in others, because in the original Elmcreek, they had a bridge. So that's why we brought in the bridge set in the last episode, and unfortunately, I apologize, didn't even get to it. So yeah, we need to get to it today because we have the two versions. So we have the mobile bridge small, mobile bridge large. So the large is definitely not the one that was there. It was a small one. So we're gonna try to put it in, but the problem is that we only have one side here, right? So if we go, land's not on. Oh well, let's just change that. Oh, hold on, that's right. Save it up. Save. Okay. All right, hold on. Sorry about this. This should be quick because it just popping it down like that looked really good. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna go buy. We need to buy this land for $64,488. Yes, please. Oh, thank you. Done. Excellent. So now what we want is we want to grab that bridge, and so this is where we can put it this way. It's going to have to be this way because the other side is steeper. So if we were to put it here and get it to where snapping on, we want snapping on. So if we get it to about there, let's say, because even then, I just don't like it. It looks like just quite a bump, and then let's just try it. Overlaps. Yes, I know. So there. Oh, hold on a second. See, I don't like that bump up. Okay, hold on. You see, this thing has no suspension, so we're gonna try it, and it's probably gonna sail us over, but we're gonna try this. Okay, let's see if we can do this. We can do this. But it looked like it went so well on the other side. Oh. Okay, not so bad. And didn't even see it. All right, good job, Major. Good job. Okay, let's see here. Well, you know what? That's not that bad. You know what? I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. That makes sense. And then what we could do. So we can get some, just a little bit. I'm gonna fill in there. And then just kind of fill in right there. Oh, I like it. I think this is gonna work. And then that's just kind of, oh yeah. Because you know what? I think this is one of those beginner's luck thing. I think this is, if we were, my gut tells me, I think if we were to take this up and we were to play with this, it would fight us. So I think we're just going to leave it there. But just before we do, we got two other vehicles. We've got yeah, maybe we should be putting something out there. Okay, here, let's just get this done here real quick. Come on. Well, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for for everything. This is fantastic. I'm hoping you're enjoying it. I'm hoping you're learning something new, or even giving you some ideas, or just let me know in the comments. I would love to know what's going on, how you liking it, because I'm loving this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I like it. And we are getting late. Okay, you know what? Save it up. We are done. That's it. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for being here for episode 3, and I'm excited for episode 4. This is